Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Libra for September of 2020. We are already 9 months into the year. I can't believe it. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for like an overall view of the month, and we'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Makes all you Libras named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't think these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme. Now, I have a short message for us, and the message is take care of you. So I think this month it's going to be a lot of internal and energetics, and looking at the cards like fresh start, new starts, new beginnings, because we have some pretty interesting cards here for this month. I get the energy of when I take care of myself. Normally, we care for everyone else. But when I take care of myself, I have more compassion to give out to others, to take care of others. Now, I do have a feeling of conflicting energy around us. So if we get any argumentative, unruly type people, we're the diplomats. Let's just hang tight and hold on to that type of energy versus getting right in. We may have to do some things that we might not want. People, these are for September, but I'm still in August doing these, and there's still a lot of conflicting energy, I feel, coming out around this. So we're all going to have to deal with this as it comes and deal with it in our own way. Sometimes standing up is the way we deal with it. Other times diplomacy will be the way to deal with it. Maybe taking a deep breath and caring about how we feel inside will help us with that. Maybe that's the way it works. We got good words: surrender, purpose, acceptance, creativity, and delight. So they're really good words, and this is really interesting. Really, really interesting. I'm like kind of surprised about the way these cards came out, because you want to talk about new, 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 new. We got a lot of new in this, because our card here on the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. And that's actually excellent, because it's a card of cooperation, of working together with others, like for a common purpose, coming together with others for a common purpose. And we have the word purpose down here and creativity. That's where we all work like in unison with other people, maybe a team at work. It can mean like a love relationship, a romantic relationship, but it's any venture that would require harmony, where everyone is all on the same page. The other thing is it can be a card of choice. Choice between two things that are equally good. And I can see that choice coming up in these. Sorry, we had a roof leak, and they painted and put TSP on our ceiling and repaired a hole and then put kills in here, and it's like killing me off. It stinks. Ugh, all the paint and all that other crap, and I'm sitting right in the middle of it right now. I guess 2 days of it drying, it wasn't quite enough when you have to close up the house. But this is a card of cooperation, maybe a love relationship, but the choice that we make between two equal things, and they're both good. So either way that we'd go with this, where we're going to put our focus, it would be actually good. So one, two, or more people coming together to join forces, to in our life of kind of a pursuit of a common goal. So, like I said, for some of us, it might be work energy because of the other cards I'm seeing here. Might be we got put on a team at work to work with something, or family members coming together to work around something, or it could be just romantic type energy for a lot of us, and that we have another card that might go with that. So it could be new partnership energy, or or old relationship energy being made new. Sometimes this card is when people come together. It's just for a temporary type of um, getting together, just for that particular purpose. Now, I don't know where these are going to come down in any one of our lives, because these are just general readings. But the feeling around it, could be romantic, and it could be for love purposes. So I think for this month, I'm going to say it's going to be either or situation. Because here's our little conflict energy card coming up. This is the Tower, and that's not usually a really fun card because it could be catastrophe, disruptive energy, adversity. But when the adversity comes, it's something that when we face it, we're facing it for the better, something that needs to be gotten rid of in our life, in a sense like that. Something got to get rid of it. However, we're going to do it, but we don't like change. Most people don't like change, and most people don't like conflict. The Tower can bring conflict, it can bring really uncomfortable type of feelings, but when we see the Tower card, and we're looking at the Tower card, looking backwards is very helpful in doing it right away. Because if we look backwards right away, the problem, whatever needed to change, could have usually been foreseen. So for the most of us, whatever's going on, we could see it if we chose to see it. We Libras don't like to choose to see any kind of conflict type of energy, but, you know, but they say with this card, whatever is destroyed usually has served a purpose in our lives, and it's something that needs to go. Maybe it's when we get stuck in a place, like we're stuck and we don't want the change, and we aren't going to do the change, and then comes this Tower card to kind of shake us out of the status quo where we were really unsatisfied and discontent energy maybe to begin with, but not knowing how we had to, or what needed to change. So it fires off this urgent type need in us to break free of restriction, anything that had been limiting our belief, or limiting, how do I want to say, or limiting further development in our lives, or maybe even just hindering our creativity. So looking backwards is probably going to be really important, and we may be getting this Tower card due to something astrological, which I actually don't know because I'm not an astrologer. You might want to look into the astrology for September. That could be maybe a little more helpful, for us looking back. But what do I want to say again? I want to repeat. Remember, if I look back, I could have seen this coming. So that's kind of like the little click that helps us do the change our own self, so we don't get change forced on us. And I, for one, do not like change when it's forced on us, because look at this. We have the Ace of Cups, and I'm thinking, wow. And when you see how these cards lay out, we have that blip. Mind ya, we have the blip, but we have the Ace of Cups energy in here, and the Lovers preceding it. and the two choices of equal value that comes, that can come along, is how I want to say it with this energy. So this cup card indicates a new beginning in some kind of new love, new one-on-one relationship. So for some of us, that Lover's card is going to definitely be a one-on-one relationship of any kind, where it could be friendship, it can be in an intimate type relationship or a partnership, where we begin to feel feelings that we didn't even feel before, and now they're coming up and into sight. So maybe a new way of seeing a relationship that before had some kind of conflict in it. Now, all aces can be birth of a child, or birth of ideas that are coming in, and we have the word creative. Some of us may get together and birth children or end up pregnant this month. So we know what to do if we don't want to get pregnant. We know what to do if we do want to get pregnant. It's a fertile time for emotional growth and creative growth in any way. So it symbolizes the the consummation of something that we had really, really hoped for, or really, really dreamed of, that was truly, whoops, I almost knocked all my little angel words right off the table. Really, really hoped for, really dreamed about, and really wanted in our lives, is what I want to say. But in an emotional sense, or a creative sense, like surrendering to it. Maybe a lot of new friendships coming in, or different doors opening up for us in relationships. That's possible for a lot of us. Or fresh new starts and beginnings in any type of work endeavor. And I'm saying that because we got two aces to choose from. Now we got the Ace of Rods, and this is absolutely excellent too. Usually, Rods energy means business, finance, so a new beginning in some type of an enterprise that would involve business or finance. Maybe a new job. If for some of us we've been out of work for a long time, maybe getting called back into work. It shows that we've planted the seeds for some type of a new new growth, possibly a creative idea or a money making idea. And it goes directly with our last card. Both of them do. Money making, creative idea. The key to it is freedom from restraints, from anything that hampered us in the past. And I think maybe freedom from restraints of whatever that Tower card energetics is coming up about before too. So it enables us to like forge a new a new identity through our actual work, which is a great type of energy. Especially, I keep going back to the, if we accept it and we surrender to these two. Aces are ones, fresh new starts, new beginnings in whatever area of our lives where we want them to start. Emotional, business, finance. Some of us, our emotions, what they're saying to say. For a few of us, maybe our emotions are tied up in our work right now because everything being so crazy in the physical plane, perhaps. So we're trying to really think our way out and create our way out of it, and we may have to surrender a lot of old stuff to get these two fresh new energies. So we got two aces in one reading for 1 month. One is emotional, love, friendships, things like that, along with the Lover's card. The other's creative work type energy with the with the Ace of Rods coming in the Lover's card. So some new team at work, or new work with new people to work with. Others of us, I think it just may be straight out love. maybe some kind of conflict energy coming in, handle it appropriately. Be the diplomat. Handle our relationships and partnerships. Maybe getting a new perspective and handling things, because people are very much on edge right now. And who better to balance that kind of energy than we Libras? Either way, we're going for whatever we are going for, because next comes the Fool card. So we have the ones, and then the very first card in the whole tarot where we're out of sync with the rest of the world, but we're out of sync in this really positive kind of way. Might want to go out on our own, the heck with everybody else. I'm doing it my way or the highway. If we go back to that original message, it's like, take care of you. Remember the original message. This is type of that energy. Or you might feel like, just the heck with everybody. I'm doing whatever what feels right to me. Or may somehow feel like away or apart from the general group type energy that's going on, like being a loner. That kind of energy, our experience of whatever is going on, whatever circumstance is going on, is different from what everyone else is experiencing. So the card actually means we are dancing to the beat of a different drummer, our own drummer. And that beat is our authentic selves trying to get our attention, saying, go ahead, Libra, this is the choice, and the choice is right. Now, if I saw any other kind of energy around this or word that came up around this, well, we do have the word surrender here. We do have that. So with this, I would have to say, no, I would normally not say this. I'd say go for it. This guy has his little backpack here, his little sandwich, and his dog, and the white rose of innocence. And he knows what is right for him, and he's taking it. Him and his doggy are jumping off the cliff together. But I want to say, with these two aces, love and, with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Rods energy, and the Lover's card, with that Tower and the word surrender, maybe look back and weigh the risks a little this time. Weigh the risks. If I feel that the benefits with these two aces outweigh any risks, right, I'm just going to take them. I'm going to take the risks, but maybe looking at them. If we didn't have that word surrender, I wouldn't say that, but we have surrender, and then again, we have the word acceptance. Just accepting it. This is how I see the situation. This is what I feel. And if I feel it strongly enough, right, I'm going for it in the manner that, how do I want to say this? In the manner that is right for me, in the time that's right for me, and making the choices and the changes in my life that are right for me at this time. So there's going to be a lot of clarity coming through to us this month. So I want us all to think about that and really embrace it and do it with a real straightforward energy. Because the Tower card can mean like something out of the blue coming up that changes all the dynamics. So if it was, and it's not something I can foresee, I want to be real straightforward, just approach it and be diplomatic but straightforward, stating how I feel. That's simple. I am as entitled to my own feelings as everyone else is, right? So let's see what our angel card is. Oh my, can't make them up. Be honest with yourself. Good gravy. We got a lot of energy here. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself. for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean on us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they will come to you upon angels' wings. That's interesting with all this fresh new start, beginning energetics, I think. Boy, I'd really want to look this over this month. It sounds like a bit chaotic, but really like a good, exciting, fresh energy at the same time. That our word down here that we're going to be delighted with, and we'll be happy we surrendered whatever it was that wasn't working. You receive this card as a gentle confrontation because the angels know you've been hiding from your true feelings. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes, like the Tower card, that you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face the situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotions, relationships, and any support you need to make a positive change. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears, so that you can attract the former and not the latter. Can't talk either. The situation will improve when you face it squarely. You deserve better. Trust your own feelings, even if others don't agree. That's our full card. Trust that listening to the beat of our own drummer. Don't give away your power to others and avoid getting caught up in the illusion of this is the way it is. That's a tough one when we get caught in there. Well, Libra, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or just go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information is down below the screen in the About section over at the website. There's 2 short videos at the website. One explains a prayer class I put out there for you. It's 2.5 hours long and explains how you format prayers, why you do them the way you do. The other is the sutra classes that I put for, or made for you. The sutras are simple thought forms you put in meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day. It enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. So those videos are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 4 whole years of YouTubes now, everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.